The WAMU-FM years, 1969 to 1978. Academics at AU. First, let me give credit where credit is due for my near-decade-long stint in public radio. It was educational radio back then. It goes to my sister Hewlett Presley. She was passing through Washington on her way to San Francisco with her Old English sheepdog loaded into her black MGB convertible. At the same time, I was registering for my courses at AU. I had already done the orientation, gone through the registration lines, when back in those days your courses were each represented by an IBM punch card. In my packet were classes for English composition, algebra, philosophy, psychology, and French. Ugh, I hated French. Hadn't had it since 9th grade and never enjoyed it. I went to the help desk, and actually the dean of the College of Arts and Sciences was sitting there. I said something to the effect, "Isn't there something I could substitute, add drop for example, for French? I really don't want to take it." She said, "So don't take it," pulled the IBM card out of my packet and tore it up. Well, that was easy. I wish some course registration had been that easy my entire high school career. So 4 courses instead of 5. I could live with that. Back in those days, you could take as many or as few courses as you wanted, all for the unbelievable low price of $917 a semester. I got home probably just about the time Hewlett arrived, and she asked me how my first day of registration went. I told her the above story, and she said, "Well, you can't just take 4 courses. You've got to add something. Let's look through the catalog." So we looked through the AU course catalog, and she said, "Here, Introduction to Mass Communication, Journalism, Radio, TV, and Film." I took that at St. Lawrence, and that's how I ended up doing the morning news program on their radio station. So back to registration, or perhaps now the registrar's office, to add 17.100, Introduction to Mass Communication. The course was closed. All campus offerings were filled. However, I could take it off campus at the Arlington Hall, which was a U.S. Army State Department language facility, I think, one evening per week for 3 hours versus twice weekly on campus. So I signed up, and the instructor was great. His name was Harry Lee. He had been an editor for the Atlanta Constitution and an acquaintance of Margaret Mitchell, Gone with the Wind, among other things. The students were mostly government employees, continuing ed types, and I enjoyed 17100 and 17101 from the fall of 1968 through the spring of 1969. While I didn't appreciate it then, the diversity and maturity level of the students was a far cry from the whiny, gum-chewing, hair-twirling, window-gazing underclassmen on campus, and probably provided me a more mature outlook on life as a commuting college freshman. So thanks, Hewlett. I'm sure I wouldn't have followed the course, no pun intended, I did had it not been for you.